A day after Alex Ovechkin broke Wayne Gretzky's goal-scoring record, Toronto Maple Leafs captain Austin Matthews was asked about possibly one day passing Ovechkin.
That's such a ways away, or a long way to go, and I don't think I should even be in that conversation. I mean, this guy just broke the record. I'm so far away from that, and I think it shouldn't really be a focus on myself. I mean, it's rightfully so should be on Ovi and what he's been able to accomplish in his career, and obviously this record being one of them. Just felt like everything just went right there. I mean, it was in his spot on the power play, the celebration, everything was amazing, and pretty cool to be able to witness that.
3 NHL games on the TSN network Tuesday. The Maple Leafs are in Florida to face the Panthers. The Habs host the Red Wings. Montreal currently holding down that final wildcard spot in the East. And the Sens are in Columbus to face the Blue Jackets. Should the Sens get the win, they will clinch their first playoff berth since 2017. Which leads us to our second edition of Harvey's Hot Takes. So the Leafs will likely face either those Sens or the Panthers in the first round. I'm so curious to get your answer to this one, Brian. Who should they want to face?
The Ottawa Senators. The Ottawa Senators. And every Senator fan in the country is going to clip this. And if they have the Battle of Ontario in the first round and Ottawa beats the Leafs, I am going to get torched for this. But it's more about the Florida Panthers than it is about the Ottawa Senators. Nobody wants to play Florida, right? They just won the Stanley Cup. They've been to 2 straight Cup finals, and they are load managing down the stretch where I think they believe they're going to get Tkachuk back. They're going to get Barkov back. Reinhart's going to be healthy. Ekblad will join them for Game 3, and everything's all good. So it's not even about Ottawa. It's more about how great of an organization the Florida Panthers are and how scary they are, I think, to every team in the East and every team in the league, for that matter. So if you're the Maple Leafs, it's clearly the Ottawa Senators, because the Ottawa Senators, their Stanley Cup could be just making the playoffs, right? It's been a long time since they actually got into the playoffs, and the Leafs are in a situation where they have more Cup experience, more Stanley Cup playoff experience, and they are a team that I think on paper is the superior team. There'd be a lot of pressure on the Leafs, a lot more pressure on them to succeed against Ottawa than they would have if they're playing up against the Panthers, because, again, the Battle of Ontario has always leaned Toronto when it comes to the playoffs in the late 90s and early 2000s. And, again, because of what I just said, Ottawa just punching a ticket and the Leafs going to the playoffs for the 9th straight year. But ultimately, it really shouldn't matter, and I don't think it will matter in terms of the way people react to how the Leafs perform in the playoffs, because it's more about the internal battle that they're going to face here, Jay. They have to be ready to play and have a chip on their shoulder, and they should be in a position, unlike any other team in pro sports, where they feel like they have to go out and prove themselves. They could jump into a time machine, go back and play the 80s Oilers or the 70s Habs, and they better win those series, because people in Toronto and Leaf fans are sick and tired of them going one and done and then trying to explain themselves after every single year. So Ottawa, Florida, Tampa, the 85 Oilers, I don't care who it is, the Leafs better have a chip on their shoulder, and they better show up, and they better win, or Leaf fans are going to be furious.
All right, Brian, let's change the subject to the Masters. Rory McIlroy finished second in 2022, missed the cut in 2023, finished 22nd last year. He's recently won. He's in pretty good form right now. Is this the year the Northern Irishman finally claims that green jacket?
I promised myself I wouldn't do this, Jay. Every year I say I'm not going to do this, but I'm jumping in hook, line, and sinker with McIlroy, and this is it.
Yes.
And I beg of you, please hold me to this, right? If he misses the cut or doesn't win, and we do this time next year, cut my mic if I ever say I think McIlroy is going to win this tournament again. This is it. He is on form. He won at Pebble Beach. He won at the Players. He keeps talking about how his game isn't just about bomb and gouge anymore. He can hit different shots. He's comfortable around the greens. His putter's rolling for him. He's in a position where he's got to do it, and this feels like it's got to be the year, because Scheffler's a little bit wounded. Schauffele's a little bit wounded. We don't know what's coming out of the LIV guys. It feels like this is the opportunity for Rory McIlroy to finally sees this opportunity, and I'm pulling for him, man. I want to see it happen. I'm a Rory guy. It's heartbreaking to watch him do what he did at the U.S. Open last year, what he did at the British Open at St. Andrews, what happened at Augusta back in the early 2010s. I mean, it's heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak. The idea that he could finish the career slam at Augusta National, exercise his demons at Augusta National, it's the best story that could possibly come out of this, with the exception of a Canadian winning. I will say that. If Corey Connors or Nick Taylor won this, Taylor Pendrith, Mike Weir, maybe Mike Weir runs it back.
Wouldn't that be something?
That would obviously be, that would be incredible. That would be incredible. Let's start by making a cut, and I feel like Mike's got a chance to do that. But a Canadian winning, putting that aside, for me, the best story going would be Rory McIlroy. And this is it, man. He's on form. He's ready to go. I think it's somewhat of a watered-down field the way the other top players are playing. Go get it, McIlroy. And if you don't, burn the tape, Jay, and next year if I start going down this road again, cut my mic. It's over. This is it. I'm out if he can't win it this year.
And yet this Sunday, right here on TSN, because you see all the Masters right here on TSN, if you see Rory getting that green jacket at Butler's Cabin, I want you to think about this guy, Bryan Hayes. Sweet redemption for TSN's resident opinionist.
Hot Takes is presented by Harvey's. Customize your burger and get it delivered from our app to your door. Harvey's, it's a beautiful thing.